Hey guys, Mosa here, and today I'm bringing you my preview of the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Philadelphia Eagles on Monday night. Now, without a further ado, let's get started. Now, let's kick it off with the injuries. On the Seattle Seahawks side, we got two players who are out, Brandon Shell and Travis Homer. Homer's out with a wrist, thumb, and knee injury, while Brandon Shell is out with an ankle injury. Neither of them practiced throughout the week. Then we get the questionable players, which are Jordan Simmons, Kyle Fuller, DJ Reed, Freddie Swain, and David Moore. Now, both DJ Reed and Freddie Swain had foot injuries. Kyle Fuller has an ankle injury. David Moore has a hip injury, and Jordan Simmons a calf injury. They're all questionable. Every single one of these that I am about to mention, DJ Reed, Kyle Fuller, and Jordan Simmons did not practice, whilst Freddie Swain had full practice on Thursday, limited on Saturday, and none on Friday. While it was unknown on Thursday, but the rest of the week, Friday and Saturday, he was at practice but limited. David Moore. Now, for players who are possibly going to play, Shaquille Griffin, who had a hamstring injury, Dwayne Brown, who had a knee injury, Chris Carson, who had a foot injury, Mike Iupati, who had a back and hip injury, Damian Lewis with a hip and knee injury, Tyler Lockett with a knee injury, Ethan Pakic with a concussion, Benson Mayowa with an ankle injury, KJ Wright with an ankle injury, Carlos Hyde with a hamstring injury, Jamal Adams with a shoulder injury, and Jamarco Jones with an illness. Now, hopefully, all these players that are questionable and possible will play, but hopefully for Travis Homer and Brandon Shell, get well soon and get ready for week 13 next week. Now, on to the Philadelphia Eagles injuries. Now, to be honest, we have more injuries than the Philadelphia Eagles, but the Philadelphia Eagles will be without Rudy Ford, Lane Johnson, and Sua Opeta, which Rudy has a hamstring injury, an ankle injury for Lane Johnson, and a back injury for Sua. Now, all of these guys did not practice. It was unknown if on Thursday and Friday Sua practiced, but hopefully all these guys get ready for their week 13 matchup. Hopefully they get ready, and hopefully they're good for next week, because honestly I would love to see Lane Johnson back in the fold. Now for the questionable players, we got Jason Peters, who had a toe injury. He's questionable. He had only limited practice on Saturday, but it is unknown from Thursday to Friday if he practiced. While these are the players that are possibly going to play, Derek Barnett, Jack Driscoll, and both of them having knee injuries, Jason Kelsey with an elbow injury, Boston Scott with an abdominal injury, and Alex Singleton with an ankle injury. Every single one of them limited practice on Thursday and Friday, while all practice fully on Saturday. And hopefully we get to see all these guys play against the Seahawks tonight. Now let's get on to the Seahawks starting lineup, which is quarterback Russell Wilson. At running back, it's possibly going to be Chris Carson and Carlos Hyde. As Travis Homer is out, he will not be there. Nick Bello at fullback. Receivers will be Tyler Lockett, DK Metcalf, and possibly David Moore. If not, Freddie Swain, and if not, Penny Hart. And at tight end, we got Will Dissly after our starting tight end went down with an injury. On offensive line, the only one that will not be playing is Brandon Shell, Dwayne Brown, Mike Iupati, Ethan Pakic, and Damian Lewis will all get the start, and Cedric Ogbuehi will get the start for Brandon Shell. Now on defense, we got defensive ends LJ Collier and Carlos Dunlap, while we get defensive tackles Jaron Reed and Poona Ford there at the defensive line. Now for outside linebackers, we're going to have Jordan Brooks and possibly KJ Wright. If not, they'll have either Cody Barton or Ben Burke-Kirven, or even Shaquem Griffin replacing KJ Wright. And at corners, we got Shaquille Griffin possibly back. Trey Flowers is the other one. If not, DJ Reed would come in for Shaquille, and if not, then that will go for Lyndon Stephens instead. And at safety, we got Quandre Diggs at free safety, but Jamal Adams, if he plays, he will be the starter. If not, Ryan Neal. For the special teams, we got kicker Jason Myers and punter Michael Dixon. At kickoff return, Travis Homer will not be there, but Tyler Lockett and David Moore and Ugo will be there, at least for kickoff and punt returns, depending on who is actually going to start and who is actually going to be playing tonight. Now, honestly, Seattle is these injuries are going to be very tough to play with against this team. But we're getting some of their offensive players back, and hopefully we can shut down their offense. Because to be honest, the only way Seattle wins is if we shut down the Philadelphia Eagles offense, no matter running or passing the football. We got to shut them both down, and then Russell Wilson just got to cook. Now on to the starting lineup for the Philadelphia Eagles. At quarterback, we got Carson Wentz. At running back, Miles Sanders and Boston Scott. If not him, Corey Clement will be there. At receivers, we got Travis Fulgham, Jalen Reagor, and Greg Ward, and Alshon Jeffrey. At tight end, they got Dallas Goedert, and at offensive line, they got Jason Peters, Isaac Samuel Malo, Jason Kelsey, and Matt Pryor, while Jake Driscoll will come in for Lane Johnson. At defensive line, we got Derek Barnett, we got also Brandon Graham, and at defensive tackles, we got both Fletcher Cox and Javon Hargrave, while Malik Jackson's there. But if Derek Barnett cannot go, then Josh Sweat will come in for him instead. At outside linebacker, we got Alex Singleton, and if he doesn't play, it'll go to Davion Taylor. And also Duke Riley will be the other outside linebacker, while TJ Edwards will be in the middle. At corners, we got Avonte Maddox and Darius Slay. And at safety, they got Rodney McLeod and Jalen Mills at strong safety. Now on to the special teams. They're going to be starting Jake Elliott at kicker and Cameron Johnston at punter. Now for their kickoff return and punt return, at kickoff return they'll be going with Boston Scott and Jason Huntley. And at punt return they'll go with Greg Ward and Jalen Reagor. Now what do I think of the Philadelphia Eagles starting roster? I think they got a good starting roster. They got some good guys coming back. They got some good guys playing. And to be honest, they're going to be a very tough team to beat. But I do believe that Seattle can take this team down. Now what is my conclusion for this game? I think that it's definitely going to be a Seattle win. It's not going to be by much, as I do believe that the Philadelphia Eagles are a tough team to beat. Even though they're a bad team, I think because of Seattle's defense being bad, that's what's going to kill Seattle. The defense, as always. But recently we've been playing some good defense, so hopefully that good defense comes back for this game. I'm going to predict this game 24-20 to Seattle. And honestly, I believe that will happen, but if it doesn't, well, good play for Philadelphia. Now that was it for this video. Tell me what you guys think in the comments below. Tweet me any video ideas. Also down in the comments below, tell me any video ideas, anything you would like. Also comment on what you think on Seattle and Philadelphia. Who do you think is going to win? Who do you think is going to lose? Tell me in the comments below. Now, like this video if you liked it. Subscribe and hit the notification if you want more videos. And I'll see you guys next time.